It's going to be a jump. Now here it looked like a jump. There, this looks like a foul to me.
Yeah.
Indiana, and you can see Caitlin saying you were right in front of her. What made you?
You just never know what's going to happen. It was worse than I thought from looking at it.
But when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing?
Caitlin Clark went completely crazy over the referees after witnessing Sophie Cunningham receive. Completely destroyed with no repercussions. The Indiana Fever's thrilling 78-74 victory over the Seattle Storm should, in all honesty, disgrace the whole WNBA. This was no ordinary missed call. This was a prime illustration of all the issues with current professional basketball officiating.
Like, I don't even know what the players can do because the players aren't being protected. And I know so many of the times, like, we're talking about this when it comes to the Indiana Fever, but this does happen across the league. There are many plays that we could pull up. Do you guys have any suggestions on what can actually be done? The coaches get fined when they call them out to the media. Like, this is a top-down issue. This is a commissioner's issue.
A Storm player shoved Sophie to the ground as she was practically clutching onto the ball after grabbing a defensive rebound. In place of basketball, they were playing football. As if he were taking in some afternoon entertainment at the neighborhood park rather than carrying out his official duties. The referee was standing there, watching it happen.
Now, am I ever advocating for players to throw other players on the ground? No, like we've seen so much of it throughout the WNBA. He watches this happen right in front of him. There's so much contact on the play and he does nothing. He doesn't blow his whistle. He doesn't stop the play. He doesn't call a foul here.
At that moment, Clark burst out of the sidelines. Despite the fact that her persistent groin injury has kept her out of action for the past 7 games.
We have updates and our recovery's going well. You know, it's just, I think for us staying the course and making sure that we're really diligent about each step that we take and that we don't have setbacks and that we're patient with it. I know she wants to be out here on the floor and we want her out here on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing. You know, I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and go from there.
After seeing such obvious ineptitude, she was unable to remain silent. "You were directly in front of her," she yelled. "Why did you decide against it?" To be honest, the same question should be asked by every American basketball fan at the official level. The level of incompetence we saw was absolutely astounding. Hit the like button and leave a comment if you want to watch Sophie Cunningham continue to be an utter savage on the court and you're sick of referees destroying basketball. The drama surrounding WNBA officiating is reaching a breaking point that no one can ignore any longer. And this story is about to go wild. This season's biggest issue facing the WNBA was aptly encapsulated in Clark's rant.
The officiating in the WNBA, I kind of already went off on it, but it's just atrocious. Really, really bad. Like, there have got to be rules to present overt physicality from dominating the game. And that's what we've got. We've got it in the NBA, we've got it in the WNBA. Nobody wants to call a bunch of fouls, but these officials don't know what a foul is and a foul isn't. They can't even tell when a ball goes out of bounds. Like, you've got 2 million plus people watching some of these games. You have got to have a correctly officiated product, or at least confidently officiated product and competently officiated product.
The referee situation has formally descended into total chaos. Fans of the Fever are no longer the only ones whining about it. Each and every week, players, coaches, and league fans criticize these officials for their utterly appalling decision-making. Just consider how absurd things have become. Sophie Cunningham was fined $500 for simply sharing a TikTok in which she called referees worthless and stupid. However, real assault on the basketball floor is never dealt with. All the information you require regarding the WNBA's current priorities is contained in that. Equally unsatisfactory has been the league's response. Kathy Angelbert, the commissioner, boldly asserted that winning teams never gripe about teams that are officiated and lose frequently complain. That is arguably the most toned AF reaction imaginable when the top star in your league is being thrashed in every game while the referees act as though they are blind to the action. Respected coaches like Becky Hammond are publicly panicking because the officiating has grown so poor. Veteran players, like Kelsey Plum, are also attending press conferences with scratches on their bodies, questioning why they only made 6 free throws while being pummeled the entire game.
And I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other team get these ticky-tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I get fouled like that every possession. Ricky gets fouled like that in the post all the time, and they don't call it, and I don't know what else to do. Like, it's really frustrating, though. I'm like, I feel, I mean, there's multiple shots at the end of the game, either go into the third, into the fourth, where they're just coming and swinging, and they just don't call anything.
Despite the fact that everyone is preoccupied with the referee catastrophe, there is one bright light that stands out amid the confusion. Sophie Cunningham has proven herself to be the Fever's most dependable clutch player as Caitlin Clark heals from her injury with yet another outstanding performance.
That's a PNW win! W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
Oh my gosh. That one just aged me, but we're getting better. Shoot, good win. Win's a win.
A dub is a dub, so keep on rolling.
Good job. I'm really proud of you guys. There were so many ways in a close game and in game situation where we grew today that were huge for us, y'all. That will pay dividends. So great job. I'm proud of you guys. Everybody contributed. Everybody came in and gave us a lift. Kels, I know it was a tough shooting day, but the way you facilitated and that one big jumper that you made. We dug in and got stops when we needed to. I mean, big time win, y'all. Big time win.
The woman finished with 17 points after making 5 of 6 shots from the field and 4 of 5 three-pointers. This is the wild section that demonstrates just how much this squad depends on her at the moment. Throughout the entire game, she was the only player from the Indiana Fever to make a three-pointer. Sophie finds that impressive, but everyone else on the roster finds it utterly horrifying.
Big games from Sophie Cunningham, the only player on the Indiana Fever to make her three tonight. The Indiana Fever were 4 of 21 from downtown, and Sophie Cunningham hit all 4 of those threes. 17 points. And the difference between this and the Lynx game, which was Sophie Cunningham's last really good breakout game, this wasn't late. This was, oh, we're struggling offensively. Somebody needs to come through, and Sophie Cunningham came through for us.
Additionally, Sophie's remarkable streak of success isn't happening by chance. Fans have begun referring to her as the Blonde Bomber because she often makes big shots when the team needs them most, and she has been on a complete tear lately. Following the battle that went viral in which she stood up for Clark and became an overnight star, her confidence is currently through the roof. Following that Connecticut Sun Brawl, the woman had an explosion in jersey sales and an increase in her social media following of over 800,000. She is suddenly playing as though she is aware that everyone in the basketball world is observing her every move. She's delivering in the most amazing way imaginable, to be honest.